Oak Ridge was a great place to grow up, but it's also a great place to be from. I cherish my memories there growing up, but I wish we could do something for rural Oregon, because I went back for my 20th high school reunion a few years ago, and it still hasn't recovered. There's still a lot of work to do in getting jobs back in rural Oregon, and we still see those issues today with the O&C payments, the timber payments going to our counties, and when that gets cut off, then 33 out of our 36 counties are going to suffer. And we need to focus on those type of issues and getting jobs back into rural Oregon so that we are not dependent on handouts from Washington, D.C. And that's one of the main things I want to work on and work with Brian, because he understands that, and there are many other legislators that understand that as well. And we got to figure out a solution so we're not dependent on handouts, because people don't want handouts, they want jobs. And that is the other main thrust of my campaign, is we need to be working on things that are good for our economy. And the best thing that I see is education. Just as Brian said, if we have a strong education system, then that draws business to the state. We've seen that from our state history. 34 years ago, Intel came to the state when we had one of the best K-12 systems in the country. And today they have I think, $11 billion impact on our state economy every year. And they provide good living wage jobs. We need to have a strong education system that's going to draw those type of next generation companies to the state and provide those good living wage jobs. And we have opportunities with renewable energy, and to do that, I think that's what we need to be thinking about, not just today or tomorrow and tax breaks for companies that are here, but let's think about 20 years down the road. What do we want? We want a green Oregon with renewable energy and have those opportunities. And Oregon really stands on the cusp of greatness in this area. We have a lot of wind energy in the gorge. We have solar energy plants coming here to take advantage of some much needed tax credits to encourage that sort of development in the state. And I think we could do a lot more, and that's one of the other main areas we need to focus on. I would love to take questions from you guys, so please, if you have any questions, just ask. I'm here tonight with my wife, Shannon, who's right over here. Didn't get a chance. I should have introduced her first, and I always say I'm going to introduce Shannon, but I don't have my written notes, so I forget. But at my first fundraiser, my coming out party, I guess you would call it, when I announced, Dave Hunt came up to me and said, "Don't forget to introduce Shannon," and I forgot. And but she's here tonight. Shannon has done a lot of work in our community as well. She's an author, and she does work with Liberty House, which is a child abuse assessment center here in town. She also works with the Salem-Keizer Sexual Abuse Prevention Team. And we really, together, we take that wanting to be involved in our community and making it a better place very seriously. And that's why we're both so involved. That's why I got involved in Chemeketa. That's why I'm running for state representative. We both volunteer in the schools quite extensively, and it's just what we do. We think it's important to be involved.